Yo, we're back for weekend number 2 of collecting, building up a Star Wars collection. Go watch the first one if you haven't. But we can do a quick recap. I got that Lego set last time, the New Hope hallway scene with the ARC Trooper 5s. I got a Thrawn Alliance comic, the first edition, and then I got that Bo-Katan retro action figure. So yeah, I have a couple spots in mind that we might go. There's a mall by me that has a Lego store and a record store that has action figures there. So that's gonna be a spot. They also have a GameStop, so might pull up there as well. They might have some stuff. I think GameStop has some stuff, but yeah, I think that's the plan for now. Just go to the mall. I need to hit up Goodwill first for a belt, but yeah, the main goal is to hit that mall up. So yeah. This will probably be a shorter episode just because last time I went to a lot of different places because I was on the fence about certain things and I couldn't find certain things at certain places. So I think the goal of this episode is basically just hit up the mall, and that'll probably be it because I just want to kind of be more efficient than I was last time because I was driving around a lot yesterday or last weekend. So it's going to be more efficient and yeah. So then I went to Barnes and Nobles at the mall after Goodwill, and I was actually very surprised by their selection, their Lego selection, their graphic novel selection. Yeah, and then I hit up a toy store in the mall, which I'll get to that story right now. I kind of took it L, I'm not gonna lie. I got a few things. One of the things I got was a Funko Pop, and we'll go over all that when I get home. But I went to the store. What's the store called? Just toys and games, I think. Go. Okay, the store is called Go. I went in there. It wasn't like a great selection. It's fine. I don't mean to shit on the store, but it was a cool store, but not a great Star Wars selection. And I went in and I was like, okay, I've been looking in this mall for a little bit. I went into a couple different stores, went to the Lego store. I didn't really find anything. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get this Funko Pop because, I want it. It's cool, but I haven't really found anything else. So I'll just settle for this kind of. Not to say that I settled for it. I kind of did, but, I'm happy to have gotten it. I went upstairs, and right above that store was another store that had a way bigger selection and a way bigger stuff. And I checked the same exact Funko Pop, and it was cheaper by $4. So kind of took an L on that. And they had a bigger selection, so I would have gotten something else for cheaper as well that I wanted more. But I'm still happy with my purchases for sure. And like I said, I think earlier, I had said that I didn't want to spend as much on this trip because last weekend that Lego set was a big purchase, so I didn't want to buy anything too crazy. So I only got a few things, so nothing too crazy on this episode. This is gonna be a long-term thing where I buy a lot of stuff long-term, but I don't want to spend too much money each weekend. So I'm trying to keep it pricey because I don't have all the money in the world, so I can't just be buying $50 Lego sets every week. And $50 Lego sets are cheap, which is crazy to me. Shit is overpriced, bro. Dead ass, bro. Shit's overpriced. But I guess that's just that's a consequence of getting into collecting. Is shit is gonna be overpriced for sure. But I gotta get into the habit of checking on eBay or something what something would go for, so I don't get overcharged. Yeah, kind of an L. Okay, let's review what I got. When I first got there, I went to Barnes and Nobles, where you enter the mall from what side I parked at, and I was just gonna browse because I know they have Star Wars books, and I did end up getting a Star Wars book, but I didn't realize how good their selection is of stuff. They have a lot of Lego. They have some action figures, some comics. I didn't even expect that. So we'll go over what I got at Barnes & Nobles. So I didn't even know how good their selection actually was. I got Master. Oh my God. Take two. I got Master and Apprentice. The Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan book. I've read a little of this book because I have a book called Obi-Wan Kenobi, which just basically goes over all his life, and there's an excerpt, like a whole chapter of like stuff that happens in this book. So I know a little bit about the storyline and stuff like that, but I haven't read it, so I'm pretty sure it's canon. And I've like Qui-Gon's like my favorite Jedi, so to dive more into his character is gonna be awesome. I might not read it for a while because I have other books in rotation right now, but with that being said, I think I'm gonna be doing like a review, maybe a deep dive into this book. Like I'll turn it into a video, something like that along the lines. But yeah, now on to my item that I got scammed by. Not really, but I got a Princess Leia Funko Pop Return of the Jedi. This is really nice. I really like it. I did get overcharged for it because, like I said, I went up to that store that was upstairs and they were selling it for $13. This was $16. So yeah, I did get overcharged, and I could have just walked upstairs and got the same thing for cheaper, and there was a bigger selection there, so I could have gotten something more for cheaper that I would have liked better. I'm still happy with this, but I would have preferred to get the Anakin Mustafar Funko Pop. That was cheaper than this, and I would have preferred to get that. But I'm not mad about it. I'm supporting a local business, and their selection was okay. It wasn't great, but I'm not too mad about paying $3 extra for this. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I do need to get a better knowledge of pricing. I need to look stuff up before I buy it, so I know I'm not getting overcharged. It's also hard to not go to the place I went last week, Bookman's, because you can find such good stuff there for cheap, like action figures for like $4. Like it's really incredible. Like I might do that again next weekend. We'll see though. It's hard not to go there for like every video I'm gonna do on this, just because they have such a good selection for good prices. So yeah, this is it. Master and Apprentice and Princess Leia Funko Pop Return of the Jedi. That's it. I mean, I don't want to buy too much because I don't have that kind of money to just spend like crazy. I don't want to do that. And yeah, so it's going to be little purchases on the series. Yeah, that's it. That's the video. This is where the fun begins. 2 episodes in. I'm ready. Next weekend.